How's it going, everybody? Today we're going to be doing a top 5 of the best bang for your buck military surplus rifles. To start off, we have the honorable mention, the Carcano M91 Cavalry. This is a very cool, great little rifle. The downside though is the price. These used to be in basically every top 5 because they came in at that $250 mark. Now we're getting into the $400 range. That's what I'm seeing them at gun shows for. So for that price, I can't warrant these to be on the list. They are not to the quality of some of the other rifles. They have very odd sights. You have to set the sights up very weirdly to hit anything, which was standard procedure for the Italians, and I just can't give it to them. They're not as good as the other rifles. They take M-block clips, that they take brass or steel ones, and yeah, they're cool rifles, but you also have to buy the $50 boxes of ammo by Steinel to hit anything. If you buy the $28 or that range of PPU stuff, you know, it's a cheaper price, but it's inaccurate because of the bullet diameter. That's the issue with these things. Companies aren't making the correct bullet diameter except Steinel, and there may be one other, but basically that's the reasons why this is at the honorable mention spot. Coming in at the number 5 spot, we have the Mosin Nagant series of rifle. This is a 9130. This will probably be your cheapest option. This is going to run you about $450 to $500. And for that price, you're getting a pretty high quality rifle. It's rugged, it is what it is, but guess what? It did the job, and for World War II standards, it's a pretty good rifle. So with that being said, they take the number 5 spot, and there's a lot of collectability here. There's tons of variants. You have this one, you have the earlier World War I versions, which are more expensive. You have M44s, which are a little more expensive in that $600 to, you know, maybe $550, $600 range. M38s, again, a little more expensive. And even the snipers. The snipers are expensive, but guess what? They're the most cheap sniper that you can get. The PU sniper's probably around $1,200, I'd say. And it's a great Mosin sniper, and it's the cheapest sniper, at least out of World War II, that you can get. So that's why the Mosins take the number 5 spot. Coming in at the number 4 spot, we have the Lee Enfield series. Right here I have the number 4 Mark I rifle. This is a great rifle, and these I've been seeing them around the $550 to $600 range, and for that you're getting a great rifle. I mean, they are high quality, very accurate, great sight picture on the number 4s, and they're just great rifles. Even the SMLEs, they're coming in around that $600 range, maybe a little more, but again, high quality rifles, and their bolts are butter smooth. You got stripper clip guides, you have the whole shebang, you have everything. This is a Savage example, so this is a US made rifle, and it's beautiful. $500 for this, I believe. So this is, I mean, you can't beat that in my opinion. So to take the number 4 spot, also 303 British, not too bad on price. It's not great, but it's not nearly as bad as the Carcano, at least the correct diameter stuff. So gotta give this the number 4 spot. Taking the number 3 spot is gonna be any non-German Mauser. Most of the non-German stuff is not nearly expensive, and they're all great rifles in my opinion. You can pick them up at that under $600 range, and depending on which one you get, you can get a great caliber. A lot of them are in 8mm, like the Turkish, the Czechs, the Yugoslavs, even the German ones, but they are 8mm, so that's a very available round. This is a Brazilian Mauser, so it's in 30-06. This is an 08-34. That's why it's in 30-06. The earlier ones were 7mm. But regardless, great rifle, great quality rifle, and 30-06 is everywhere, at least in the States. And anything that's non-German, and there's some other obscure variants of Mausers that are expensive, but for the most part, anything that doesn't have a Nazi stamp or any German stamp on it is going to be a cheap rifle. So these things under $600, can't beat them. This is why you got to give them the number 3 spot. Taking the number 2 spot has got to be the Swiss G11 and K11 rifles. These are super, super high quality rifles. They are probably the most accurate rifles on the list, and all that, and you can pay $450 to $500 and get you one. So very, very good price, super, super accurate, high quality, straight pull, pretty weird, but very cool. Very unique ring safety. Pull it back, rotate. You have a muzzle cover, keep the snow out, and you just get a great rifle. And Swiss stuff is just amazing. You know, what more can you ask for? Detachable 6-round mag. Not much else to say. And for that price, you can't really beat it. 7.5 Swiss is pretty available, so that's going to be, you know, one of the more available rounds. It's not as cheap as 303 or 8mm, but what are you going to do? I mean, for a stupid accurate rifle, I'll pay that to shoot targets all day long. So this has to take the number 2 spot. Coming in at the number 1 spot, we have the Chinese Type 56 SKS. This is top of the list. This is number 1. Best bang for your buck, hands down. These come in around that $500 to $600 range. Sometimes you can even find them cheaper in that $400 range. But guess what? You're getting a Cold War semi-auto 10-round mag battle rifle, and it does its job perfectly. They're super high quality, chrome lined bore, bayonet mounted directly under it, and it's just a great rifle. Tons of history. Just the Chinese ones were used in plenty of wars. They were used in Vietnam. They were used in the Middle East, a lot of them. They were used, some of them even made it to the Yugoslav wars in the 90s. So they have a ton of history, and just, you can't beat these things. They're the best bang for your buck. Tons of history. 7.62 by 39 is the most affordable ammo on this list, and you can shoot it all day long. Plus semi-auto, you know how fun it is. You don't have to, you know, rack the bolt every time. Although it's kind of fun too, but to pull the trigger and just have a repeating self-loading rifle, there's something about it that's just much more fun. And that's why these are the top of the list. And there's so many variants to collect. You can take just the Chinese ones. There's probably 5 separate variants. The sling location it's mounted, the triangle 26 stamp, or there's probably tens of different manufacturers just of the Type 56. In terms of affordability, the Chinese Type 56 is where it's at. Like I said, bunch of variants to collect. There's Albanian ones, Yugoslav ones, Romanian ones, Russian ones, the starter of it all. So, but hands down the most affordable and probably highest quality has got to be the Chinese Type 56. So if you guys like this video, be sure to like and subscribe for more, because I got a bunch coming up just like it. And I'll see you in the next one. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next one.